Kia ora koutou katoa, nau mai, hara mai ki te ao Hākinakina, your sports show right here on your Tribal Pulse, te kore mako o Taranaki, 94.8 FM and 98.4 FM. Well, joining us on the show is a trailblazer in New Zealand cricket, a proud descendant of Ngāti Porou and te Whānau-ā-Apanui. Kerry has represented both the Netherlands and New Zealand domestically and is a passionate advocate for Māori participation in cricket. From international matches to founding the first Māori women's cricket team, her journey is nothing short of inspiring. No mai, hara mai, Kerry-Anne Tomlinson. Kia ora, how are we?
Kia ora, thanks for having me. Yeah, all good here. Nice to be in the Taranaki. Yeah, loving it so far. Been here a couple of weeks, but it's been, easy transition down from the Waikato.
Beautiful. Well, you must have brought the weather down with you because I'm scorching here. As you can see, whānau, the sun's on my back. It's lovely here at the moment. So awesome to have you on the show, Kerry. Thank you so much for your time. Before we get started, ko wai koe, no he koe, just a bit about yourself and where you're from.
Yeah, so I whakapapa back to Ngāti Porou and Whānau-ā-Apanui. I was born and raised in Ngāti, and where my nan is from. And my grandfather's from Te Kaha, about around the coast. So, but yeah, I was born and raised in Ngāti. I did all my schooling there, and and then once I finished school, I headed down to Wellington for a little bit before I started venturing off overseas to the Netherlands and kind of going summer to summer playing cricket. 6 months there, 6 months here, and kind of haven't stopped really doing that. So just always chasing the sun. And that's where my whānau's from, back up in over the other coast, on the east coast over there. So
beautiful, beautiful, and it's a beautiful coast indeed. I love it up that way. Good place to go for a holiday. Now, cricket, obviously, women's cricket. It's not something that's openly kind of out there in the sporting realm, but there's a lot of interest. Now, what are some of the earliest memories of cricket for you? Like, how did you get into the sport?
Yeah, it was just kind of plastic bats back in primary school when I was like 5. It was kind of started with bat down back at Central School there in Ngāti, and like many young Kiwis, just playing lots of sports, and just one that I kind of stuck with, and I was really the only girl that played, and just enjoyed hitting the boys for 6 and bowling them out, and I had a really good principle that kind of kept me in the sport. And I was always really sporty, and kind of cricket was during the summer, and soccer, touch rugby, football, all those sort of winter sports as well. But but cricket kind of seemed to stick, and I hit probably 15. And started to kind of specialise and choose which sport I was going to take. And I'd already kind of made rec teams, and so I kind of, it was chosen for me almost. So I kind of stuck with that. So
beautiful, beautiful. Was there someone who kind of inspired and encouraged you to kind of pursue cricket seriously?
One of my Poverty Bay coach, Dave McDonald. Probably was the one that kind of coached me a lot. Saw probably that I had talent, and just encouraged me. But my whānau aren't cricketers. They all come from hockey. They love their hockey. It was and I had really good friends that played cricket as well. It was kind of just those sort of people that are around me that kind of got me to stick with it.
Nice. Now, you've played internationally for the Netherlands. How did that opportunity come about?
Yeah, it was when I was 18, I got my first contract to go overseas to the Netherlands. And I just remember being, 18, 19, and I had no clue where this little country was. When I arrived there, I kind of hit the jackpot with this host family that looked after me. And I fell in love with this little country, and I kept going back for the next three summers, and managed to qualify through the residential to play for them. So I took that opportunity, and yeah, managed to go on one of their tournaments for the ICC at a World Cup qualifier over in Bangladesh. Yeah, and just had made, you know, lifelong friends and family, and just, yeah, I have a special place in my heart for the Netherlands and for the Dutch people. And yeah, so I keep going back. I was there, you know, every year I kind of go back and visit while I'm overseas and see my Dutch whānau. But yeah, loved it, and yeah, we'll always keep going to visit for sure. Yeah.
Awesome. It's a beautiful little spot there over in Netherlands, and the old famous Orange Army with all their sports teams is pretty cool.
Yeah, it is.
Now your journey. What's your journey been like through the domestic cricket kind of scene here in New Zealand? What's that been like?
Yeah, so I've played first class cricket or domestic cricket for a long time. I think it's coming up 20 years. I'm showing my age now, but yeah, I started playing when I was 15 for Northern Districts, which is you know, the catchment area includes Ngāti. So yeah, I've been playing for a long time, but and then when I went down to Wellington to study, I played for the Wellington women's team as well, and then yeah, I've kind of been around the track for a long time, and yeah, it gets better every year. It gets more professional. We became professional, semi-professional 4 or 5 seasons ago now, so that's been really exciting. And yeah, I think it's just a really good time to be involved in women's sport, whether that's, you know, rugby or cricket. So yeah, I've been really fortunate enough to yeah, now I guess be paid for the sport that I love. But yeah, many years ago it was all yeah, I guess volunteer and just love of the game. And yeah, so but yeah, it's really nice to kind of, I guess, yeah, to kind of earn a living by doing the sport you love. So yeah, just keep going until the wheels fall off at the moment.
Nice,
so.
Nice, love it. And you're so right. Women's sport is taking off. There's so many sports that are really going so awesome at the moment. It's great to see the same in cricket. Now, make sure to stay tuned with us, Whānau. We're going to go to a short break now and be back to talk to Kerry about Māori cricket, Whānau. So make sure to stay tuned. Kia ora koutou katoa. Welcome back, Whānau, to Te Ao Hākinakina. We have a very special guest on the show this week, Kerry-Anne Tomlinson, who is calling in from right here in Taranaki. Obviously come over from Gisborne, but she's calling in from Taranaki now, a place she calls home. Now, you've made history by leading the New Zealand Māori women's cricket team. What does that mean to you personally and culturally to do something like that?
Yeah, it's yeah, like I said, I'd been playing domestic cricket for the last 20 years, but last year we put together the first Māori Aotearoa team for our wahine, and yeah, I had the honour and the privilege to captain and lead that side in a Pacific Cup up in Tamaki Makaurau. But yeah, I can easily say it's been the highlight of my career by a long mile. I think it's, you know, one thing to represent your people. So yeah, that's it was just so many good memories, and yeah, it was the highlight of my career, that tournament up in Auckland there. So yeah, it was. Yeah, it was a long time, I guess, in the making, and we had some really good people in New Zealand cricket that were pushing, you know, for some more changes in that space for more Māori to be playing at the top level. And so, yeah, for us to be able to put out a Māori team last year was just awesome.
That's awesome, and it's an awesome initiative to have. Was there anything that you experienced, you know, in those camps, in those games, where you seen, you know, real a sense of connection, and, you know, for some of the players that may not have had that otherwise, and, you know, using cricket as the vehicle to help with that connection piece?
Yeah, I think we had a lot of support staff around us, which made the tournament for players. I think we had a cultural advisor, Machu, and he's the man in terms of, I guess, helping bridge that cultural piece into cricket. I think everyone's on their journey with whether it be their reo or connecting back to their roots. But yeah, we just had really good support staff that helped us with that, and it was just and we have we were playing several of the Cook Island Pacific teams, Cook Island, Papua New Guinea, Vanuatu, Fiji, Samoa. And so once you get all of us in a room, all the girls together, it's just all the cultural stuff just takes care of itself. And it was just I think for us as players, it was just the sense was we were just so proud to be Māori and to wave our flag, to do our haka. It was really a really proud moment for the players to every time we took the field.
Wow, so awesome. And I bet it was. Now, obviously, through sports, professional sports, semi-professional sports, it comes with its challenges. What have been some of the biggest challenges that you've faced, and what have those challenges taught you?
I think for the ones that travel a lot, it's you leave your whānau and your friends behind for long periods of time. So that's always been a challenge, and you miss out on sometimes some key dates, whether that's birthdays or Christmas or New Year's with family and friends. So I think that's probably been the biggest sacrifice that I've personally experienced over the years. It does come with its challenges, and I think just in general, being an athlete, you've got to still find that drive and that determination and that discipline and all those other things that make up being a good athlete, and trying to stay competitive. Especially as you age, I think it's you've got these young ones coming through the ranks, and most of them I've coached. So it's been really good. It's a good balance between the seniors and the juniors coming through. So they definitely keep you on your toes, and it's always I don't think you never lose your competitiveness. I think it's always there. But as you age, you definitely try to be a bit smarter and try to outplay the young ones, whether it's in the warm-ups or other games. Yeah, it's definitely still competitive, that's for sure.
Oh, totally. Now, what advice would you give to our young wahine Māori who might be interested in taking up cricket as a sport?
Yeah, I would just say, find coaches, speak to them, and I think I never assume when I'm taking group trainings in new areas that I may have never coached before. I always ask the question, do whakapapa Māori? Because you never assume that we're all brown Māori. Back in 2014, when I started offering tours over to Rarotonga, I made that assumption, and and then we had one of our girls, whakapapa to Ngāti, who was blonde, blue eyes. Any sign of sun, she would immediately turn pink. I think reach out, find coaches that support you on your journey, and there's always a way to enjoy the sport, and once you kind of get into the networking of Māori cricket, it's pretty hard to leave, because it's just like one big whānau once you're there.
Nice, love it. Now, you're here in Taranaki now, so tell us a little bit about what made the move over here to Taranaki, and what you got on the horizon in terms of your mahi space and your coaching and playing space. So I've been back in Aotearoa I got home 3 weeks ago. I was over in London, coaching and playing over there for the last 6 months. Been home for a couple of weeks now, and while I was over there, I was offered the Taranaki women's coach and playing role, which I accepted. And we play a lot of cricket here. The Central Hinds, we play Pukura Park is one of our home grounds. So
every time the team comes here, we just absolutely love it, and it's my favourite ground to play. So yeah, it was an easy decision for me to accept that role, and then so I moved, last week and made the trip down, and every time I see that maunga peeking out, it's just like, oh man, it just takes my breath away sometimes. It's just so nice to be here, and with the moana as well. I surf a little bit, so I'm yet to get out there, but I'm sure I will in the next couple of weeks. So yeah, we actually have some games here. The Central Districts, the Hinds, we're playing at Hākinakina Park next weekend. Saturday, Sunday. So yeah, if anyone's free, pop down, and the girls will be out there playing against Canterbury. So it'll be the first round of 50 over cricket for us after a long pre-season.
Beautiful, beautiful. Well, there you have it, Whānau. Make sure next weekend get down and support our Hinds as they're on our Hello Turf of Hākinakina Park, one of the best grounds in the world. I reckon I'm a bit biased, but I reckon it's one of the most beautiful grounds in the world. Very picturesque. But hey, Kerry, thank you so much for joining us today and sharing your story. Your passion, leadership, and commitment to uplifting Māori in sport is truly inspirational. And we wish you all the best in your future endeavours. And we're super stoked that you're here under our maunga taranaki, helping guide women's cricket here in our province. And all the very best to you on your future endeavours. Ngā mihi nui.
Kia ora, thank you.